After I came out of this movie, I thought to myself, maybe I was a bit harsh on Madam Web.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no, this was a rough one. Definitely contender for worst movie of the year. Do not go see this. Do not waste your money. At least with Madam Web, you could like watch it with a group of friends and like laugh about it, you know? Mm-hmm. With this one, for a movie that's supposed to be funny, you would have thought I was alone in this theater because not even like an exhale out of the nose was heard. From like nothing was funny, nothing hit anything, none of the action hit, none of the story beats hit. And I can't, in good conscience, recommend this to anyone.
When I first came out the theater, I was like, that was bad. I don't think it's quite as bad as Atlas. Because I like, at least Borderlands, it's like some sort of action a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not great, but the more I was thinking of it, when I was taking the notes, I just kept getting mad.
You tripping, bro?
Every time I was thinking about this movie, it just had an effect on me. You know, affected me physically.
I've grown quite weary.
Emotionally.
I'm not in the mood to play with anybody.
Spiritually.
I've never asked you for anything, and I never wanted to come to you like this.
You know that meme of that like high school kid who's staring and he's got the vein like popping out of his head? Like, yeah. That's me. That was me watching this movie.
I'm all for adaptations. You know, we've learned in recent years, adaptations you can change things if it's for the betterment of the story. You know, Fallout did this really well. Last of Us did this really well. This one, it kind of only shares a few things in name only to the games. But it starts off, Cate Blanchett plays Lilith, who's a bounty hunter. She's a no-nonsense. She don't take no crap off of nobody. She's got a job from a big fat cat corporate guy who's like, you gotta find my daughter. She's missing, and I'll pay you some money. And she gets there, she meets up with Claptrap, and the friends or the family we make along the journey type of bullcrap shenanigans ensue. It really doesn't matter the plot because it's a fetch quest. They got to go find some treasure. Very thin story. They wanted to have their own Guardians of the Galaxy type movie, but they peed the bed so bad that they had to throw out the mattress and the bed frame with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it fell on every single aspect.
Yeah, it ends with them opening the vault or whatever. And then she gets her archangel fire wings, and they fight, and then she gets in the vault, and some tentacle monster Kraken eats the villain. He dies, and then it cuts to them like in some city, and there's like fireworks. Like I still don't know what was the end here.
Part of me was really ready to go by the end, so I don't know.
I think that's where I'm like, I don't care.
If I'm being honest, I was checked out probably 30 minutes in because I was like, this movie hasn't done anything for me to care. I do not like any of the characters. Let's talk about the characters for a bit. I think this is one of the most miscast movies I've seen in a very long time.
Yes.
Not bad actors, but like Cate Blanchett, if you didn't know who this was, like if someone were just coming and be like, that person, that actor is a horrible actor, which is weird because Cate Blanchett, she's got an Academy Award, phenomenal actress. But the way she does it, it's like, it's so unlikable. It's so bad. Her accent's all over the place. She's a one-note kind of character, and it's boring to watch. And that's how most people are in this. Like, Jamie Lee Curtis, good actress, horrible in this.
No one cares.
No one cares. I will say she gives an inspired performance as an autistic scientist. It was just not fun to watch in any way. They wanted to have their little ensemble characters where, we got the quippy guy, we got the strong man, we got the no-nonsense leader, but it fell flat on every chord. Kevin Hart, he actually plays against type because I found him actually quite tolerable in this because
he doesn't try to be funny at all.
Yeah, I guess going back to casting, I want to know the thought process of hiring these people. None of them are really doing anything. Like, they're not memorable, any kind of performances. I have a theory that Hollywood has a list of actors who don't want to be in superhero movies, but they still want to dress up in dumb costumes and do dumb things. Yeah. I think in Hollywood, they don't have any new ideas, right? So the fat cats, they have their interns research what's been popular in the last 10 years or whatever, and they ask themselves, what could make us the most money? And they say, hey, well, Borderlands was popular a few years ago, and there's a fan base, so let's use that, make a quick little cash grab. But Hollywood, they only look at things through the lens of money instead of the lens of passion and creativity. They never really stop to look at what makes things beloved in the first place. They don't look deeper than what they need to do. And so I argue that, like, the best movies, in my opinion, they have passion from their inception to their execution. We're talking Lord of the Rings, bloody original Star Wars trilogy, early days of the MCU, Indiana Jones, all those. You could feel the passion coming out of them, and it resulted in a really unique and fun product. But movies like this, nobody cares about this movie. It's a product to them. It's something to just package, repurpose, and ship out. Eli Roth, the director of this, also known as, I saw your eye roll there.
Yeah.
There was actually some speculation and rumors Eli Roth was fired from this movie from bad test screenings, and the director of Deadpool, Tim Miller, had to come in and kind of Frankenstein and piece it together. And it's a business, right? At the end of the day, they need to make money. So they knew they had this mess of a movie on their hands, so that what could they do? My frustration is, you should have known from the start. Like, pick projects that are from passionate people. Like, take risks like you took with Lord of the Rings, people come to you and say, I love this project, I love this IP so much, I'm going to do it justice. Instead, you just do things that you think will make you money, and you get crap like this. You get disgusting messes of whatever this was, and you get people like us on the internet who get mad about it, who think about it at night, keep us up at night, and just vein popping in your head thinking, gosh dang it, I wasted an hour and a half of my life thinking about this garbage. I cannot not recommend this enough. Please do not, but if you do, tell us how much you hated it.
Trauma bond with us.
Yeah, but also if you did like it, and I genuinely would like to see other people's opinions on why you liked it, because for the most part, I feel like most of us are in the same boat where we're like, what was that? But in the off chance you're more optimistic than us, please tell us why. And we won't make fun of you or anything. I want to have a discussion about it in the comments. But if you were to say one nice thing about this movie,
it was an hour 40.
There it is.
Thanks for watching these highlights from our episode of the Stale Popcorn Podcast. If you want to listen to the full episode, click on the link in the description. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you do that with your favorite YouTuber, I'm sure they would appreciate it too. Thanks, and have a great day.
Popcorn?